What's going on, all you beautiful beings out there? So, the last video I made did a lot better than I had even imagined, and it's only getting more and more popular. So if you saw it and you commented or subscribed or liked it, thank you so much. Um, and I had recorded a video earlier, um, and then a stranger was walking around near where I was recording, um, and I paused recording for a little bit and had a beautiful interaction with him, and it inspired me to change the video that I was making. Um, so I'll say some some of the stuff that I said in the previous version that I recorded, which I probably won't post that version of it. Um, yeah, I'm planning on making a whole bunch of other videos after this one that I'll probably post afterwards. Um, but yeah, enough preamble. Let's. You read the title, so letting go. Letting go is one of those expressions that people often say without really knowing what it is that they're really saying. There's a lot of expressions that people use that they just say as a thing to fill silence. And as someone with autism and OCD and ADHD and dissociative identity disorder, it can be really difficult to figure out what people mean when what they say is not really what they mean. Um, and often I think when people say, like, oh, just let go, it feels very dismissive. Often it'll be in response to someone sharing some terrible thing that happened to them or some trauma that they experienced. And they'll be like, oh, you just gotta let it go. Just let go. And it always feels like when they say that, and what they're implying is forget about it. Just get it out of your head. It never happened. Just just forget about it. Um, and I don't think that's the right way to think about it. To me, what letting go is about is not letting it control you. And I'll use an analogy to help demonstrate this point because analogies are good at helping to understand concepts a little better. Um, so when you make a purchase online, when you're doing online shopping, you put in your information and you hit submit, and most of the time we don't immediately rush to the door and wait for the the package to arrive because we know that it takes time for something to for a package to arrive. You know, there's a whole process. First, someone has to collect the item that you ordered, and then they have to put it in a box, and they have to put tape over it, and then they have to put a shipping label, and then they have to send it over to a truck that drives it to a facility, and then the facility sends it to another truck, and sometimes it has to go all the way across the world or across the country in a plane, and then the plane takes it to another truck, and the truck brings it to your city, and they stop at a whole bunch of other people's houses, and eventually they get to your house and they drop the package off. It doesn't happen magically in an instant. And we know that. And yet we still dwell on all these things and expect things to just change overnight, and expect ourselves to change overnight. Um, but letting go is all about not. It's about placing the order and then just going about your life, just living life as you would normally. Because often back to the analogy, when we do online shopping, we don't wait by the door. We place the order, and we just carry on. We just do our own thing, and it's not that we forget about it. It's about knowing that it will arrive, and it doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter when, but just knowing that it will arrive. It will get here. And I'm now using this in a broader sense, a more spiritual sense, I guess. Of like when we experience pain, suffering, trauma, heartbreak, all these natural human experiences, it can often feel like, oh, my life is ruined. I'll never be able to be happy again. And if you think that way, then you may be right. It may be true. But the first step towards letting go is first to feel the feelings that come up with whatever you're dealing with. I have done my fair share of bottling up. I would not recommend it. 1 star, bad, bad, bad. Don't do it. But yeah, the first step is to fully feel the feels, and to be honest with yourself, to not lie to yourself like, I'm fine, it didn't affect me, I'm fine. But to take a moment, take away all distractions, and just say, you know what, that hurt me. I was hurt. That person hurt me, or that event hurt me, or whatever it is in your situation. And then to say, you know what, even though I was hurt, that happened, and I don't want that. I don't want to. Let me rephrase that. What I was going to say was to not experience that again. But there's never going to be a time when everything is peachy and everything's great. There's always going to be happiness and pain. You can't have one without the other. But how we respond to them can change. And so instead of saying, I'm never going to be happy again, you can thank the experience for what it taught you, and use that to help inspire change. Because this is another thing I've been thinking about recently, of how nothing is ever really a positive or a negative, because there can be times where we're at the rock bottom, just our very lowest moment, and in the moment we can perceive it as this horrible thing of like, how can this happen to me? But we can't experience our highest highs without first experiencing those lowest lows. And it's unfortunate that we have to experience those such it's not actually, let me rephrase that again. It's not unfortunate. We are it is a blessing to get to experience the full range of human emotion. And whenever there have been times recently where I've been at very low moments, and usually immediately afterward I kind of laugh, because I realized that I was able to feel something. Whether it was good or bad, it doesn't matter. It was something. I got to experience emotion, and that's beautiful. So back to what I was saying earlier, the next step is in how to tangibly let go. Is to feel the emotions that come up when you think about a certain thing that happened. And the final step is just live your life. Let that experience fuel you to just be, live in the moment, to not experience things as positive or negative, but just as they are. There's so much joy. There's so much joy that can be experienced in each moment, in the little mundane moments that we often overlook. We have all these goals and all these ambitions, and they're amazing and fantastic, but we always, or not always, but often we try to distract ourselves from the present moment, usually with social media and just endless doom scrolling to provide that little bit of dopamine that we feel that we're lacking. But there's so much joy that can be experienced all around us if we just stop to pay attention to it. Your body always knows what it wants. Listen to your body. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. You have everything that you need. I have a song, everything I need, that you should listen to. Yeah. This is all over the place. Yeah. I wanted to be near water for this video. So I'm here in the Wissahickon, in between the Wissahickon, which is on my right, and Valley Green hiking trail, which is on my left. And I'm by a nice little river. I thought it would be a nice vibe. So, yeah, letting go. I think that's all I have to say for now. I'll make another video after this talking about a different topic. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day or night or afternoon or whenever it is that you're seeing this. Remember to take care of yourself. Drink water if you haven't yet today. Even if you have today, drink more water because we're always dehydrated. I love you all so much, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.